Hey, everybody, we are live with Epic Time. So, welcome to our very first show covering the Hoka Motorcycle Challenge. This is a trial run because, as you see, we're in a bar and it's a little busy. We have some monsters showing up for lunch, 58 monsters to be specific. So, if there's any problems, hit me up in the comments if there's any problems with the sound or anything else. And in the meantime, I just have to do one thing and share this, what's happening here, to another page because of Hillsborough's awesome rules about, Facebook's awesome rules about what they allow and how they do things. So I think that's kind of funny. So I have to share it to some things, and I got to work on how to make that happen. So that's going to be the toughest part. But we are here. I'm going to wing it. I may share this later instead of right now. But we got Chase here, who is also known as Snapshot. He's going to be following everybody around as we get this rolling. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to share that later, and we'll figure out that kink later. But Snapshot, are you all ready for this?
I think so. I'm as ready as I think I can be.
It's gonna be complete chaos. We're trying to get the rules of everything dialed in. What's going on with the ride? As you see, we just got a lot of going on here. Let me pan around. There's riders showing up like crazy, and the live trackers went live at milemonstersinc.com. I'll be posting that tracker live. So you can just go to the website, click there. If you're going to watch this show, we have a schedule of events I put out probably 3 or 4 days ago, but I will share that as well. We have it booked out right now through Monster Monday. So everything is set up to Monday night. But really what we got going on here today is just some introductions. Like I say, myself is Riot. I am a 4-time Hoka rider. I did an 18, 20, 22, and 24. 26 got a little busy for me, and I did not want to ride, and I'm really glad I didn't, because having 58 riders riding for Mile Monsters is incredible. So that's a lot of work for us. And from here, I'm heading to Sturgis. The Sturgis Motorcycle Rally officially starts on the 7th, but they have a pre-rally that starts this weekend. So I'm going to get there by Monday, and Black Hills Harley Davidson was nice enough to give us a booth at the rally. So with the help of Wild Ass, we are going to be set up out there with our tent and covering the Hoka from there.
Yeah.
So Snapshot will be on the road catching people the best he can, and I will be at the rally in front of literally hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah. It's a good thing you weren't doing the Hoka this year.
Yeah, exactly. No way. I mean, it was just too much to prep for, too much to get ready for, and it's just craziness. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you excited for the rolling around the country trying to keep up with these people?
I'm stoked, and also I get to sleep in hotels every once in a while. So I'll be living Hoka style a little bit, but I get to have like little caveats and bonuses. So, yeah. I'm definitely really excited though. I'm going to see a lot of crazy stuff, and I get to spend a lot of time with a lot of good friends that we have here in the Mile Monsters. So
yeah, that's awesome, and it's going to be really exciting. Snapshot's dad is Iceman. He's riding. He is an elite rider, an awesome monster, a mega monster, and it'll be fun to watch. We have a lot of riders riding for Mile Monsters that are really gifted, athletes, if you want to call it. They're really gifted at what they do and how they do it. So it's a lot of fun to see this unfolding and getting it rolling. And my perspective is going to be so different this year as somebody following a tracker and not riding in it. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep much. During the Hoka, I don't sleep much, and it's all gas and go and not a lot of sleep. And it's going to be a lot different for me. But I think I'll be able to provide a unique perspective into it and be able to explain to our fans about how the riders are doing, what they're experiencing on that day. And Chase will be out there actually talking to them and getting some feedback and some real raw emotion that comes with the Hoka Hey Challenge. I mean, this is the world's toughest challenge, and it is very hard to do and to stay focused for 14 days. It was typically known for a 10,000-mile ride, and now they are talking about it being 11,000. So if it's 11,000 miles, you know, people say, 10, 11, whatever. What's another 1,000 miles? I can tell you from experience, another 400 miles is very taxing if it comes at the wrong time.
Oh yeah, well, and then not only that, not only another 1,000 miles, but they also, if you want to be an elite finisher, now it's 12 days instead of 14, right?
Yeah.
So they're making it hard to be an elite finisher with more miles. It'll be an exciting year. There's some new changes.
Yeah, there are some changes to it, and until they get to the riders' meeting, we won't know the exacts. There's only hearsay, rumors, and ideas, but nothing's official. And Beth will lay that out to the riders, and then we'll know what the plan is, where they're going, and a lot of things which makes the Hoka Hey so exciting is they don't know exactly what's going on until you leave on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, you get handed the directions. I remember one year I was convinced we were going counterclockwise around the country, and we got handed the directions and we were going clockwise.
Yeah.
You know, I was 90% sure we were going the other way. So, you know, I had it all planned for that route, weather and everything else. So it was pretty amazing. And, you know, how do you plan to keep up and to find them and do your thing?
Yeah, man, it's going to be tough. I think I'm going to have to kind of pick a few people that I want to pick on each day and go kind of attack them. I'm going to have to chase them down and find out where they're going. I get to take highways and stuff, so I'm thinking I'll be able to kind of play chutes and ladders a little bit, meeting up with our mile monsters. You know, kind of catch them along the way, cut them off at certain spots. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they and their bikes adapt and change to the different challenges that people experience in the Hoka Hey. You know, we were just talking outside with Wrong Way and a few other monsters. One of the guys was like, yeah, you know, I didn't even realize how I was going to read my map after night until night came. You know, and you know, my dad famously wrecked into a coyote in Hoka Hey, and luckily he kind of found out then that he didn't need 70% of the stuff that he brought. So that kind of thing is really cool to see how the different adaptations happen. You know,
that is the crazy part is these riders will think they need so many things to survive for 14 days, and then they're going to get back here and be like, I didn't need this. And the funny thing is, no matter how long you've been doing it or how many Hoka Heys they do, it'll happen to the 4-year guy, the 3-year guy, the 2-year guy, and the 1-year guy.
Yeah.
They all have the same thing. It's like, my bagger holds this much shit, and this much shit is what I'm bringing.
Yeah.
You know, that's how the mind works, how the brain works, and everything else. So I do think that's kind of funny, and it's, you know, never going to change. It's always like that, and I think it's that part of it's pretty neat. I'm going to show you the website here quick. If I figure out how to share my screen, and we'll be good. There we go. Right here is the website. If you want to go through here and take a look, this is the Hoka Hey, the things we have on right now. This is a link to the show, the live show. If you're not sure how to find it, you're new, you want to watch it on YouTube instead of Facebook, that's fine. Right here you can click the links anywhere you want. But this has a little bio of myself and Snapshot. You can read about that. And we also have, you know, the QR code, which will take you to some options to watch it as well. And there's a list of our monsters right there. 54 epic riders, you know, and people put a lot into the place people come in. And at the end of the day, just lining up and saying I'm in is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you line up and you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to attempt this. That's amazing in itself. And then to, you know, do it is another thing, another level. Each one of these riders is the best rider in their town, in their community. They're the best. Oh, yeah. Hands down, the best rider. But then they come here and they're amongst so many people that are, you know, like they are, you know, or better.
Yeah.
And they're like a little bit taken back sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, holy God, like I really thought I was something.
Yeah.
And here we got Big Daddy here. Come on in. Big Daddy, so you got talking there.
What's up? What's up, world? Welcome to the fun. Welcome to the Hoka Hey. Mile Monsters rule.
This is great. Big Daddy, how many times have you done the Hoka Hey?
Five times.
That's great. Now, what was the best lesson you took from it? If you could say I took this from the Hoka Hey, what would that be?
You know what I say? Ride your ride. Got to ride your ride, not somebody else's. Don't do what they do. Do what you need to do. Don't let other people put pressure on you. Ride your ride.
That is so
make
true.
Good choices.
Yeah, it comes down to it. But riding your ride, like you just said, is so true, because if you have a plan and you're going to go out there, I'm going to sleep here to here, and then you get in with somebody else, and now I hooked up with Big Daddy, and he wants to ride all night, and I'm like, oh, I'm riding with him. I better do that. That's the mistake the riders can't make. You have to do you and do what's best for you. And making good choices for 14 straight days is not easy.
You can attest to that.
Yes, I can. And
my voice is in your head.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
But it's great to see you, my friend. I'm glad you snuck over. I hadn't seen him the whole time.
Glad
so
you guys are here.
Glad you're
Yeah.
here.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
we're gonna have a lot of fun. So this is the crowd right here. They're gathering behind us. It looks like half of them are here. They're having some trouble getting all the bikes checked in. And this and that, but stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot of follow up. This was really just a meet and greet. This is Riot. This is Chase. Here are some riders. Where's Wrong Way? I want to get him over here. Wrong way.
No way he doesn't hear you.
Yeah, Wrong Way. We're gonna get Wrong Way over here for 1 second. He's gonna talk. Snap, should we give him a microphone? Just hold that in front. You can talk.
Hey,
You gotta have it right in front of your face. So
Right in front of the face.
this is Wrong Way, and Wrong Way. How many Hokas have you done?
This will be my third.
This is his third, and Wrong Way is primarily responsible for us having 58 riders. He went above and beyond working the internet, working check-in or sign-ups, and talking to people and explaining what we do. So I want to thank you for that. If you want anything to add for it,
No, it's kind of emotional to think. But
yeah.
The goal was 60, and I know we registered 60, but we had 2 had to drop. So I feel real good because every rider that we have is more awareness. Their friends and family, getting involved, and then in the end result is more fundraising. We can help the boys more. So
it's really something, and it's something on my end that is crazy to think. In 2018, I was by myself, the only one riding for anyone with DMD. Most people had never even heard of it. And now we fast forward to 2026, and Wrong Way has gotten, we had 60 riders. 2 of them, for some personal reasons, had to back out. We had 3 back out. There's 3 that backed out. So we're 61. We had 3 that had to back out for some personal reasons, which happens.
Yeah.
And to see that go from 1 in 18 to 60, 58 riding in 2026 is amazing to me. And the awareness that spreads, which helps not only our heroes, but it helps all the kids with DMD that they might run into on their own life. They might run into a kid with DMD at a store, and instead of kid feeling like he's an outcast, you got people now that treat him like the in crowd, and that goes a long ways. I mean, our 7 heroes are blessed by having guys like Monster or Wrong Way on their side as a monster, and having this team together. Our 7 are beyond blessed, but not only do our 7 heroes get the blessings, but I really believe it helps the entire DMD community. Like, I think that goes, and it's measured in ways you can't even put a measuring tool on. If you touch one little kid's life and make it better, it's pretty good.
Big change.
Yeah, so it's like it's crazy. It gets emotional for me, like, to look at this crowd and look at what people are willing to risk and do to help kids that some of them don't even know. Wrong Way knows all of our heroes. He's very involved in them. Snapshots involved them. He's been into a lot of things. But there's a lot of these riders who've never met our heroes, have never met any of them. and they still step up and risk it all, put it all on the line, raise money for them. You know, wear these cool shirts. The next video I have with riders, everybody's going to have their shirt. We couldn't get them to everybody fast enough because Iceman was drinking last night. So I like throwing him under the bus. Iceman's a little bigger than me, so I got to be careful how much I say.
Where's he at?
Yeah, I can take a glance around the room and then be like, all right, he's all good. But we got a lot of help here, a lot of fun. We're at the Fire Bar, and they're treating lunch. Here's Gopher. Yeah, come on over here, Gopher. We'll say hi. Come on. Gopher, come here right here. Give him the mic once.
Hey, how you
Make
doing?
sure you talk right into that.
Talk to everybody. Hey, how you doing,
Here's
everybody?
Gopher. He's one of our youngest riders. You know, he's celebrating his 23rd birthday this week. He had a rough start to his 20s.
Yeah, life hasn't been easy.
But Gopher is awesome. I met Gopher in my very first Hoka Hay out on the road in 2018, and we've been friends ever since. And it's awesome. I'm so happy that your beautiful wife, Maggie, like threw you out for 2 weeks and is like all on board again. Because every year I think she's going to kill us.
Well,
Get that out
I
again.
leave home, and right away I get a text. We got a water leak.
Oh, yeah.
So everything happens when I leave home.
That's the price of the Hoka Hay, but I'm glad she's on board because I made the mistake of having Gopher follow me at the taco run with Maggie on the back. And when we got to where we were going, she says, "That's a terrifying ride. I don't want him riding with you anymore."
Yeah, she learned what it's all about.
And I was thinking that is so tame compared to what Gopher and I have done on the road.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that out
Oh, yeah.
loud.
Well, Maggie's not watching. She's with the
only knew.
grandkids. Yeah, if she only had any idea how crazy it really was and how lack of sleep and stupid stuff we did. But it's good to see you again, my friend.
Hey, not a problem.
Gopher is a great. What's your number, Gopher? What number?
939.
939, the lowest numbers of our monsters. He may be the lowest. And the lower the number, the longer they've been riding.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. But Gopher is going to be another fun one to watch. You have to. We're going to have a link. We're going to talk about their numbers and how to follow them. That's coming up on an explanation on one of our other shows.
When my tracker stops moving, then you know what's happened.
It's not going to stop other than sleep. We had a cold night's sleep together in Minnesota a couple of years back, and you know, in the middle of summer, we're sleeping on Lake Superior, freezing our ass off.
Unbelievable. And half the time you don't know where you're at. You're just following the tracker. So,
Yeah, and then the next morning we got up and hit a deer.
you were pulling out with those other guys were pulling in.
Yeah, Gopher's already slept for the night and is getting up and he's ready to go. And some guys pulled in and they were like all happy because they caught up to Gopher, and thinking that Gopher's going to bed. And the guy said, "Hey, you guys going to sleep here?" Gopher says, "We've already slept." The look on their poor faces, they just look defeated.
This guy's setting the pace, and boy, you're hustling to keep up with him.
Oh, that was so much fun. They just looked just totally like they got punched in the gut when Gopher says, "Oh, no, man, we're leaving. Like, we already slept. We're done." They're like, "Oh." Their challenge was over right then.
Well, I hope I have a chance to ride with you at least for a few miles.
Oh, yeah.
Keep up with you.
We'll have a great time. So that is awesome. Stay tuned. We're going to have another show tonight at 7. I'm going to get going. We're going to get going. You got anything else you want to add?
Nope.
No? All right. Snapshot is good. Well,
good.
Again, we thank you for doing such an epic job bringing all these people together for our cause.
Appreciate it, man.
It
Thank
is
you.
amazing. At the end of the day, we're just trying to spread awareness and raise a few dollars to get kids what they need to live their best life. I mean, that's the mission. It's that simple, you know, and it sounds so simple sometimes and takes so much to do, you know, with that. But these kids are definitely living a much better life because of riders like this than they would without these riders. So at a very minimum, I appreciate anybody willing to say I'm a monster and I'll ride for these heroes and I'm stepping up to the line. And that's awesome. And it takes a lot of work to recruit them. So I just can't even stress enough how thankful we are that Wrong Way put that kind of effort into it, because I wasn't able to by any means. And, you know, it takes a team to make the dream, you know. So thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And
You're
good
welcome,
luck to you.
brother. Glad I could
Not
be a
only
part.
now he's all done with that, he's actually going to go out and ride this thing and really give it his all. So that is awesome. Remember to share our show when it's on. We want to raise as much awareness as we can over the next 16 days. So not only when you're watching, but share it. So, at 7 o'clock tonight, noon tomorrow, 7 the next night. Every night we're going to have something we're going to talk about. This is a little chaotic because we got a lot going on here. But moving forward, we're going to be pretty organized, and we got a pretty good setup here. And we're going to be showcasing a lot of really fun, exciting stuff. And it's going to roll out really, really cool. And we're going to benefit these kids. And at the end of this ride, the world is going to know 7 heroes' names and know who they are, where they live, and why we ride. And that is epic. So this is epic time, and we plan to do epic things. And we are going to really change lives 1 mile at a time. So with that, we're out of here.
Peace.
Peace, everybody. I appreciate you all.